Friday, May 4th, 2018 is a very special day. Parents, students, staff, and alumni all gathered on these sacred grounds to celebrate and honor the times they spent here at Madison Elementary. Those times are quickly coming to an end as the Mount Vernon School District begins the demolition and replacement of this 1950s era building. While bittersweet, this transition has been a long time coming.
Madison, when I interviewed for the position here, I was promised a new building, and so a lot of maintenance work got put off because we're always getting a new building. Our hot water tanks, we couldn't get hot water through the building because of corroded pipes, and I came back after a summer break and the pipes were on the outside of the wall, not on the inside of the wall. So that was kind of fun.
While this school has stood the test of time, it has also seen a change in demographics. In order to adapt to the needs of its students, a radical new way of teaching students of every background was developed.
One of the big events that sticks out for me is when we became a full dual language school. And that was huge, so we were able to gain that momentum of being all dual.
Started with a group of a couple district office folks, myself and a teacher here at Madison that knew we needed to do something different. We didn't know what, and so we just started doing some research, and that research went to the staff.
I would just say that I'm really thrilled with the dual language education and how much my son is embracing that and then also embracing his Latino heritage.
It doesn't take long after speaking with alumni and current students to discover why this school is so special. Simply put, it's the staff.
Yeah, my mom passed away back in around 2009, so about 9 years ago now. And when that time I was in first grade, and Miss Morris was the current principal. And so a week or two after the funeral, she asked me to her office. I thought I was in trouble. I had no idea what was going on. And she walked in, and then she told me the story of how a little while before her mom died, when she was as an adult, how she got this bunny from her. And I was like, that's a cool story. And then she's like, I want you to have this. And I still have that bunny today.
My favorite teacher is Senora Romero because it's amazing that she speaks 2 languages. She speaks English and Spanish. That's amazing.
So my favorite teacher was Miss Woolley.
My favorite teacher was all of them because I was like they all helped me individually, and I'm thankful for that.
My favorite teacher was Mr. Irvin. He was my 6th grade teacher. He was the best teacher ever. I actually had 2. It was Miss K and Miss Woolley because Woolley, oh man, I loved her class.
My favorite teacher is Mrs. Tilbury and Mrs. Anderson.
If I had to choose, it'd probably be Mr. Gona.
Okay. Miss K, she's inspirational.
Who was your favorite counselor?
Miss K.
Who would that be?
We love her.
The children who roamed these halls and the friendships that were formed also gave this school life and filled it with memories.
My favorite memory from Madison is the people I met here, because the people I met here, I'm in 11th grade and I'm so connected with them and we're good friends.
I'd have to say my favorite memory was when I met Aiden and this guy. This guy, oh man, he's like my brother.
We had asked the kids, to leave the livestock outside, meaning frogs, snakes, whatever. And so I get a call from one of my first grade teachers, Ann Nardo. Ann Nardo was probably the kindest, softest spoken person I know, but she called me on her phone and said, Bill, I need you now, and that was it. So I go hustling down there. She's standing outside the room saying, he goes or I go. And this was nothing like this teacher, but she was very upset. And I said, well, give me an idea what happened. She says, I bent over to help him with his math paper. And my head's about 6 inches from his head. And this little snake comes out from underneath his shirt and right in my face. And he's got to get out of my room now. Well, I think I saved his life that day. But I did get a message the other day. He said, I'm not sure I can be there, but do you still have that wonderful, nice office?
Traditions also played a major role in forming Madison Elementary's place in the community, traditions that would not have been possible without the support of families and a very active parent-teacher organization.
I was not a Madison Wildcat, I was a Lincoln Lynx, but my family and I would come to the fall festival celebration. It was like a carnival. I remember doing the cakewalk, hoop shoot. I think, if memory serves me, there was a dunk tank, but I got to see all my friends that attended Madison. It was a really special night.
They had like a Halloween function every year, and it was really fun to volunteer. I was older, I was in 6th grade, so I got to volunteer at like some of the stands and stuff like that. And of course you get to dress up and pass out candy to all the kindergartners and stuff. But yeah, I loved like all the events that they had.
Came here on the back to school barbecue, which was our first time coming to the school and seeing all the students, and all the kids were just running around and having so much fun, and it just seemed like a big family. All these people were so happy to see each other after the end of the summer, and I just knew that it was going to be a great home for us.
When I first came on board here, everything was lily white, kind of cream, that institutional cream color. So we had a PTO that was pretty darn active, and we decided to paint the inside of the building. So we spent many hours painting, and that's why we have a red, white, and blue cafeteria to this day.
The other thing I think was very good here too is the parent group supported us greatly, and we had many artists in residence and many projects, and if you walk through the building today, you saw many of those on the wall hanging or in the library, where they would come in and teach a class on how to either do painting or craft work or some specific project.
I think that what makes it so special for me is it feels like a big school family. We have all of these events, and you see the same people time after time, and everyone's just It's like a big reunion every time that we get together, and it's a lot of fun.
So we bid thee farewell, Madison Elementary. Thank you for all the memories, friendships, and for being the cornerstone of our community for so many years.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Goodbye, Madison!